Hey there, Vitaly here from Raise Ready Systems, where we're on a mission to help our clients raise as much capital from accredited investors as possible. Today, we're going to be diving deep into one of the most critical aspects of raising capital for your real estate fund, and that is your investment summary, or what we like to call the winning pitch deck. You see, when it comes to raising capital from accredited investors and getting them on board with your vision, this deck is one of your secret weapons. First things first, what is the investment summary and why is it such a big deal? Well, consider it your investor's compass to your offering. It's the document that gives investors everything they need to know to make an investment decision. It catches them up on the benefits of passively investing in real estate, introduces yourself and your company, and explains what your offering is all about. And it covers all the nitty-gritty details that make investors want to make an informed decision. Investors have 3 big questions they need answered before they'll even consider investing their hard-earned money with you. What are the projections? Who are the brains behind the operation? And does it match up to their investment thesis? That second question, that's the game changer, and it sets the stage for everything else. It's about building trust, and it starts with the speaker's introduction. The speaker's intro is not just about telling folks who's running the show. It's about connecting on a personal level. Do they like you? It's that gut feeling. It's about letting people in on your journey, why you're here, why you're on a mission to help accredited investors discover the world of passively investing in real estate. And remember, a little bit of personality goes a long way. Share your hobbies, talk about your family, and let them know you're just as human as they are. This section is as much of a resume as it is your MySpace profile. The next thing in your pitch deck should go over the benefits of passively investing in real estate. We need to lay it out for the newbies so they're not lost in the jargon. The rest of your presentation is built on this foundation, so don't be afraid to spend some time here. Talk about the benefits of passive cash flow, the potential for the asset to appreciate, the tax benefits, and benefits of diversifying their portfolio, to name a few. You want to make sure that everyone understands why real estate syndications are such a great addition to their investment portfolios. Now, let's chat about your asset class. Your investment summary should detail out what makes it stand out from others and why investors should consider it for their portfolios. And don't forget to tell them why you're the guru in this game. What's your track record like? Show them you're the real deal. This is the story of your company. We're talking years in business, key milestones, the size of your team, and other juicy metrics. If you've got a mission statement, and you probably should, this is the perfect place to put it. You want to give investors that warm and fuzzy feeling that they're in good hands. This leads us to your team. Investors want to know it's not a one-person show. Your presentation should highlight your team's depth and introduce those key players. If you're vertically integrated with an in-house property management or construction teams, now's the time to brag. This is all about reassuring investors that their hard-earned money is in safe hands. Time to dive deep into the offering itself. This section is about the high-level overview, a one-pager for your fund and why investors should jump on board. Think of it as your elevator pitch for your investment. Tell them why they should invest, why now is the right time, and what kind of returns they should expect. Now, let's zoom in into your chosen market. Why did you pick it? What's so special about it? Give them the inside scoop for the demographics, growth stats, and why this market is a goldmine. Remember, we're painting a macro picture here. Beyond the numbers, this is the part where you narrate your strategy. What's the game plan? Break it down into stages over the projected hold period. Let them know the opportunities, the improvements, the exit strategies, the whole plan from beginning to end of what journey their investment is going to go on. Now it's time to make it real for them. Paint a picture of what happens when an investor throws in $100,000. Highlight the key numbers, the IRR, the cash on cash, and the equity multiple. Make it super digestible by highlighting these key numbers and make it crystal clear when an investor can expect their principal and their returns. Sure, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but it can be a pretty solid indicator. Show investors your track record of how you've consistently met or exceeded projections over time. Compare your conservative projections against actual numbers. And if they tell a good story, you've got yourself a home run. In fact, this is what my wife and I look for when we invest. The track record of the sponsor is almost more important than the offering. Think about it. A sponsor with more investments under their belt but lower projections will beat out a newbie with no track record but higher projections, since there's a much lower chance that they will actually deliver. It's a matter of mitigating risk and being able to show this to investors the right way. Now, to round it all out, tell a few stories about opportunities that have consistently paid off for your investors. Share the human side, the challenges, and how you overcame them. This is about proving you've got what it takes to make their capital grow. If you can, show some before and after photos of exterior and interior renovations. Make this as much of a boots on the ground experience for them as possible. And funny story actually, for a couple of leads that we've brought in from Facebook from one of our clients, they met up with twice to give them an actual tour of one of their assets. How awesome is that? This next section is commonly overlooked but is huge for building trust. It's where you highlight your institutional partners. Give investors the confidence that their money isn't going to some cowboy operator. Showcase the team's professionalism, compliance measures, and that you have a system of checks and balances. And a couple of questions to answer here are, well, where's the money being stored prior to it being deployed? Who is your lending partner? What investor portal are you using? Who takes care of all the legal and compliance? Who is the construction and property management companies? These are just a few, but what we want to do here is create this image of, well, if they can trust you, so can I. And finally, the most critical part, the call to action. What should your investors do next? In your presentation, you should be able to guide investors to the next steps. Encourage them to reserve their spot in this offering through the investor portal. It's where they'll find the info they need to sign up, complete paperwork, and start their investment journey. Now, there's just one more thing to do with your winning pitch deck, and that's to pair it with an on-demand webinar. Once you've created this deck, add some FAQs and record yourself and your partners going over the presentation and use the video in your marketing funnel. It'll save you a ton of time and stress, and it's the best way of building trust at scale without having to tie up your time. So if you're a sponsor with at least 250 million in assets under management who is looking to raise capital from accredited investors for your offering, I want to invite you to schedule a complimentary call to review your marketing strategy. To reserve your time, visit raisereadysystems.com/call. I look forward to speaking with you, and I'll talk to you soon.